What's good? We're going to get into the Christmas Eve edition of AEW Dynamite. The show was not good. The only segment that was good on the show was the post-match angle involving Swerve Strickland, MJF, and Hangman Adam Page. I thought that was a good segment. Everything else on the show was just a waste of time. It was just more Continental Classic garbage, and that was it. We will go over the predictions for World's End. So we're not going to do a long AEW Dynamite review because really nothing happened on this show that's worth a damn. So we're going to get into AEW Dynamite, the Christmas Eve edition, December the 24th, 2025. So we kicked the show off with the first match of the night. It was a Continental Classic with Tenosuke Takeshita defeating Orange Cassidy. He now has, I think, 16 points. Who cares? I don't care about this tournament. It's garbage. Moving on from that, we then get a video package hyping up the World's End Tag Team title match between the Bang Bang Gang and FTR. Who cares about that? Moving on, Masuke Narada, he advances in the tournament. He defeated Roderick Strong. I don't care about this shit. Moving right along. Then this leads us into an interview involving Chris Statlander. So Chris Statlander says that she gave Jamie Hayter the shot to inspire her, and she doesn't appreciate Jamie Hayter's behavior. Chris Statlander says she's grown since Jamie Hayter beat her last. And then she shows off her Cosmic Killer sleeves. Who cares? And then Jamie Hayter was about to punch Chris Statlander, but she blocked it. And then both women get each other's faces, and that was it. Who cares about this garbage? Moving on from that, MJF defeated a local jobber. He beat him in probably about 30 seconds. About 20 to 30 seconds. He made him tap with the Salt of the Earth armbar. So, MJF was about to cut a promo post-match, but then he was stopped by Swerve and Hangman. So Hangman dared MJF to make his usual edgy promo stuff like he normally does. So, then Swerve and Hangman, they beat the shit out of MJF. Before that happens, they're stopped by security. Samoa Joe shows up on the Titantron and says that the three men hate each other more than they hate him. And then Swerve and Hangman, they beat up MJF with a chain. Hangman chokes out MJF with a chain. Swerve tells the crowd that MJF loves the attention. And then Swerve then runs through MJF's history of being an asshole, basically. And that was it, basically. He did talk about Diddy. I'm not going to mention it. I don't care about that shit. I really don't. We all know that these entertainers and stuff are sex freaks. We all know this shit. Or at least you should know. So, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to discuss it. If you want to watch it, just go back on AEW's YouTube channel and watch it that way. I just don't want to talk about, what was said. Because to me, it's not important, right? We get it, right? We understand the whole, It was an okay little segment, though. So, yeah. Moving on from that, Bandito actually wins the Dynamite Diamond Ring from Ricochet, which is interesting. I didn't watch the match. I was certain that they were going to probably give the Dynamite Diamond Ring to Ricochet because he has the AEW National Championship, And they're going to give him more bling with the diamond ring. But, I mean, it's fine giving it to Bandito. It's fine. It makes sense. It's just a prop anyway. Who gives a damn? But it's fine. I might go back and watch the match, maybe. I doubt it, though, but I might. Post-match, Ricochet beat up Bandito briefly, but Brody King came out to make the save, so that's fine there. Moving on. So Gabe Kidd, he attacked Darby Allin and threw him down a bunch of stairs. So whatever. Moving on from that, Marina Shafir, she defeated Mina Shirakawa. She made her pass out via the sleeper. She had that thing locked in tight. So, Mina went night-night for sure. She was out like a light. I'm like, damn. It's fine, but do I want to see Marina Shafir on my television? The answer to that is hell no. No. So we get some backstage footage from last week's show. The Young Bucks, they revealed that they're not going to be medically cleared for a minute, and then Kenny Omega says he's got some stuff he has to take care of. I guess he's going to go on a little singles run, I guess. I don't know. I'm guessing it's going to set up between him and the Don Callis family. I'm guessing. So, I don't know. Do I care about this Elite shit? No, I don't. I'm over the Elite. I have been for a while. Don't really care about them at all. They've been friends. They betrayed each other. Who cares? It's the same rinse and repeat bullshit that they've been doing for the last 7-8 years. And it's not really cool. Don't like it. Don't really care about it. We don't need to see the Young Bucks back, really, at all. I'd rather them be backstage producers or whatever. To me, the Young Bucks are not over. They're just not. They are channel changers for sure. And I think the Young Bucks, in my opinion, will be better off just doing being backstage producers, really. I mean, we've seen them baby faces, we've seen them heels. It's just, to me, with the crowd, they have go-away heat. I mean, they're only over in California, right? They're only over in California. That's the only way that they're over, right? Everywhere else they go, they have go-away heat. They really do. I mean, Omega, he can still go, barely, but he can go a little bit. But I don't know, man. Whatever. Moving on from this. Jon Moxley, he says he'll end the C2, knowing that he didn't leave any bullets in the chamber. Who cares? Main event of the evening, Continental Gold League. Jack Perry wins. I don't care. He now has, I guess, 9 points. I don't care about this at all. Who cares? This is just a waste of time. This show really sucked. I just liked the Swerve and Hangman stuff. That was it. Everything that's on the show, like I said before, was just Continental Classic garbage. And I think it's time for the Continental Classic as a whole to end. I really do. I think this needs to be the last year. Like, this has to be it. Like, this doesn't need to happen going into 2026. I feel that December should be a stronger month for AEW, even though that's when WWE and TNA kind of just take breaks and everything and reset for the next year. I feel that AEW should really reconsider moving World's End. I wouldn't do it late December. I would do it probably mid-December. Or at least the week before Christmas. Not Christmas week itself, but the week before Christmas. I think that would be good for AEW. That's just me. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and get into World's End, because Dynamite was trash outside of the Swerve Strickland MJF stuff. So, World's End is going to be taking place on Saturday, December 27th. from the Now Arena, which seats basically about 10,000 people. They're not going to get 10,000 people out, but I'm pretty sure they have it booked for probably, I would say 5,000, maybe 5,200 people at best. But I'm going to go ahead and say they'll get 5,000 out for sure for that. So, there is that. We thankfully have 8 matches on the card, which is fine. So, hopefully this won't be a long show, but we know how Tony Khan has booked these things for the last 6 years, basically. It's probably going to be another 4.5 hour show. So brace yourselves, I guess. But we've got 8 matches on the card. Most of these matches could take place on a random Dynamite or Collision. Take your pick. Let's go with Darby Allin versus Gabe Kidd. Darby Allin's going to win this. Who cares? I don't know what they're even feuding over. I guess this is just more Death Rider nonsense, I guess. I don't give a shit about this. Moving on. Continental Classic semifinals. Jon Moxley versus Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher is going to win. Let's continue on with the Continental Classic. It's probably going to end up being the finals will probably end up being Takeshita and Okada. So, yeah, there's that. With Takeshita winning. That's fine. Moving on from that. Kris Statlander versus Jamie Hayter for the AEW Women's Championship. Kris Statlander, she should retain. I don't know what you do with Jamie Hayter. I don't. I mean, they're both baby faces. It seems like they're going to probably turn Jamie Hayter heel because you got to have a heel. So, I would imagine you could still continue this feud, which you should. So, you obviously have Statlander go over on Jamie Hayter, and then you still continue their feud into the new year. And I think that would be the best option. Moving on from that. Babes of Wrath, which is Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron. They're going to be defending their AEW Women's Tag Team Championships against Mercedes Moné and Athena, a.k.a. Ember Moon. Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale, Babes of Wrath, they just got the titles, right? I would go ahead and let them keep the titles at least for now. I mean, give them a short little run with them, but I wouldn't just immediately put the belts on Mercedes and Athena. Clearly, that's not what should happen. I would at least have them keep the titles up until Revolution next year. That would have given them a good 4-month reign as Women's Tag Team Champions. I think that would be a solid reign for them anyway. And then if you want to have them drop it before then, you can. But that's just what I would do. So, but Harley Cameron, I mean, Babes of Wrath are going to retain, obviously. The Bang Bang Gang versus FTR. The FTR in the Chicago Street Fight, they're going to retain. They're not losing to the Guns. So why would they lose? So it's going to be the Continental Classic. Okada versus Takeshita. If Okada loses, he'll lose both the AEW Continental Championship and the AEW Unified Championship. So I'm going to say that Okada does lose. Takeshita wins. He goes to the finals and he wins. So I'm guessing it's going to be Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher in the finals. And I'm fine with either Kyle Fletcher or Takeshita winning, but I would much rather go with Takeshita winning, if we're being honest. So that's my pick. Main event of the evening, the Fatal 4-Way, Samoa Joe, Swerve Strickland, Hangman Adam Page, MJF for the AEW World Championship. MJF needs to win this. We've done Swerve as champion. We've done we've done all 4 of these guys as world champion. But MJF's been gone for 3.5 months. He is a star. And I'm guessing you have him go over and win. You can still do him and Hangman. You can still do him and Swerve. Or you can still do him and Joe. But you need to put the title on MJF at World's End. If you don't, then at the absolute latest, by Revolution next year in March, you've got to put it on him there. So if you don't want to do it at World's End, you can always do it at Revolution. But you need to go ahead and do it at World's End. And then that way you can get all the babyfaces matches that MJF can have with Swerve and Hangman, get those out the way. You can do a rematch with him and Joe down the line as well. But you need to have MJF on a reign of terror as champion, and then he's met by Will Ospreay, where Will Ospreay is the one that dethrones him at All In next year. So that's where all this should go. So if you don't want to put the title on MJF at World's End, that's fine, even though I think that would be a dumb booking decision. You might as well go ahead and get it out the way now versus waiting until March to do it. But if you want to wait till March and put it on him at Revolution, that's fine there. If you want to give Joe just a little longer title reign, that's fine too. But at the end of the day, you got to have MJF be world champion, either at World's End or at Revolution. I think they're going to end up putting the title on MJF at World's End. You might as well. So, hopefully, World's End is a good pay-per-view. Hopefully. It's going to be a long one, but it is what it is. But Dynamite was not good, except for the Swerve and MJF and Hangman stuff. That was okay. I hope you guys have a wonderful, awesome Merry Christmas. Be safe. Spend time with family. Have a good one. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.